Today is National Wreaths Across America Day. It is a day when wreaths are laid on graves of our fallen heroes across the United States at more than 2,000 locations. It is an opportunity to remember our fallen U.S. veterans, to honor those who serve, and to teach the nation the value of freedom. We are at the Sergeant Floyd Monument to lay a wreath at the grave of Sergeant Charles Floyd. The Sergeant Floyd Honor Guard will be presenting the wreath today. The Guard promotes the local history and story of the Lewis and Clark expedition here in Siouxland. They are outfitted in full dress uniforms based on the ones worn during the expedition. Charles Floyd was one of 3 sergeants on the expedition. Originally from Kentucky, he was in his early 20s when he joined the Corps of Discovery. He was one of the first recruited by Captain William Clark, and he was quickly promoted to the rank of sergeant. Though he had no previous military experience, Captain Meriwether Lewis described him as a man of much merit. As a sergeant, Floyd would have been in charge of overseeing the daily work on the keelboat of a squad of men, and he would have ensured that the men carried out their duties, which would have included preparing camp and standing guard. As sergeant, he also kept a journal, noting his surroundings and the day-to-day happenings along the trail. His journal, along with the other men's, provide us today with a wealth of information of what life was like during the expedition. In late August of 1804, Floyd became ill with what Captain Clark called bilious colic, or severe stomach pains. Today, historians believe Floyd had appendicitis. Clark and York probably treated Floyd with thunderclappers, pills mixed with mercury, and bloodletting. Sadly, Floyd passed away on August 20th. The Corps buried Floyd on a high bluff overlooking the Missouri River. They named a nearby tributary Floyd's River. He was buried with all the honors of war, and today, the Floyd Monument here in Sioux City marks this bluff. He is the first noted American soldier to have died and be buried west of the Mississippi River. The Floyd Monument was completed in 1901, about almost 100 years after Floyd's death. By 1960, the monument had become the first National Historic Landmark. Thank you for joining us today, whether it was in person or online, as we remember and honor our veterans, and we wish you a happy holidays.